Good morning students, welcome to the online classes of TMPS. Today we'll be discussing with a very important topic, that is the golden period of Indian history, that is the age of Guptas. Age of Guptas is considered to be the golden period of Indian history because it is not only a period that embarks or signifies the growth in the age of Guptas, but also in the field of art, literature, medicine, astronomy, science. So it was basically an overall development where the country was at its peak height. The metallurgy which is being done by the Gupta people are still a significant fact that is present in our country, and that can be seen. That we'll be discussing one by one. Today we'll be discussing, basically this video would be in two parts. Today we'll be discussing about the basic, about the people and the rulers which were there in this period, and in the next we'll be discussing about the provincial administration and the growth in the field of art, literature, science, metallurgy and everything. So today, first of all, when we'll be starting about this chapter, first of all you should know who is the founder of this period. In many literature it is being found that Sri Gupta was the real founder of the Gupta dynasty, but the ruler who is considered to be the founder was the Chandragupta I. Because Chandragupta I was a ruler who adopted the expansionist policy. What is expansionist policy? Expansionist policy, where the expansion of the kingdom was done by defeating the kings, and it is known as the policy of war and conquest. In this, basically what happened, that the people were fighting against the Gupta people, and the Guptas were defeating them and ruthlessly capturing all the places and making India into a strong hub again. What happened, that after the Mauryan Empire, the India kingdom was divided into various provincial type of administrations, and the division was so small that the people were not able to confine themselves in a proper manner, and only the regional powers were there. Suppose there were regional powers of Magad, then there was Kashi, Hastinapur and other places, and they were not united with each other. India was not united as regional powers were there. But the Gupta people or the Gupta kings were the first after the Mauryan Empire who finished this type of regional rules and made India unified into a single country. So Sri Gupta was considered to be the founder, and the real founder was considered to be as the Chandragupta I, as he adopted the expansionist policy and captured various places under the Gupta rule. After the Chandragupta I, we have the Napoleon of India. You know that Napoleon of India because Napoleon came much more afterwards than Samudragupta. Policy that India takes the titles and things from the foreign people. We have too much love for them, whether they have the deserving candidate or not. We just try to follow them. That is why what happened, that in India, Samudragupta first. That is why in India what happened, that Samudragupta is known as the Napoleon of India, whereas Napoleon came much more after than the Samudragupta. Samudragupta why is known as the Napoleon of India? Because he captured long distances and he went to different places around the country and captured them and made Gupta Empire flourish till the South India kingdoms. And he made the Gupta into a vast and a very strong province. It has been said that he, along with his army, marched to a kilometer of 10,000 kilometers and covered all the Deccan and captured the Deccan regions and then went back. He adopted a policy that he made the kings which were there as the real king only, but they adopted the Gupta Empire, or the Gupta are the real kings of the country, and they gave gift and grants to the Gupta people. What happened? They were giving gifts and grants to the Gupta people, and the Guptas were accepting them, and they were not basically taking the whole control of the kingdom, but they were taking the gifts and grants on a yearly or a monthly basis. And kingdom was basically flourished, it was strong, and it was having a very beautiful structure, and the whole of India was almost covered. But some of the kingdoms which were under the Shah Shakya was a clan. Basically, you have studied about the Shakya Muni, Gautam Buddha. Yes, that clan was Shakya clan. That basically clan was not won by the Samudragupta. Samudragupta was not able to defeat them. Shaks were still undefeated. And after that, Samudragupta died. After the death of Samudragupta, his able son Vikram Aditya, who is also known with the name of Chandragupta II, a very important title, that is Chandragupta II, and his name was Vikram Aditya. He is considered to be the wisest ruler in the history of the country. सबसे समझदार, सबसे wisest ruler he is considered. He is considered best for his judgment. He is considered that he had such a chair of judgment that where he gave all the decisions correct. He never gave any decision which was wrong. So Chandragupta, Vikram Aditya basically was the successor of Samudragupta, because he was the son of Samudragupta and he succeeded the Samudragupta. And what happened? He made the things which were not done by his father. He defeated the Shakya clan and he was known with the name of Shakari. Shakari basically was a title that was given to Vikramaditya, Chandragupta Vikramaditya, because he defeated the Shakya clan, which was still undefeated under his father's region. Then what happened, that this period of the Indian kingdomship or the Gupta period is considered to be the golden age in our country, because much more things were being there, and you have heard about various big names which are a part of this kingdom. I'll be telling you some things so that Tantra Panchatantra की कहानी आपने पढ़ी है, Tales of Panchatantra. Talking about Vishnu Gupta. After that, I was talking about Vishnu Sharma. After that, we come to Kalidas. He is basically, after Vishnu Sharma, we come to Kalidas. He is a renowned poet and a dramatist. He is known as the Shakespeare of India. Meghadutam, Abhigyan Shakuntalam is the biggest plays which he has written. After that, Hari Sen was the court poet of Samudragupta, who basically wrote Allahabad Prashasti. Allahabad Prashasti is basically a written inscription which is being written on an iron. It is basically pillar that is been having the full details of the achievements of Samudragupta and the Gupta period at that moment. Great example of metallurgy was basically found in Mehrauli. It is in Delhi. It is a great example which is being found of metallurgy because it is rust free till now. It is located in the Qutub Minar campus, an iron pillar that has been there. It is from Gupta period. So excellence in metallurgy was there. Ajanta and Ellora caves, where fresco paintings were known, where the life of Buddha has been depicted in that along with Vishnu. So all these things are the great achievements of the Gupta period, along with Aryabhat. That the great mathematician is a part of that. Varahamira was basically a part. Charak, who is known as the first physician and the surgeon of India. Shushruta, he is basically considered to be of that period. Dhanvantri is considered the father of medicine. He was from that period. So there was a remarkable period where all the things which were there, it was being at the height of and peak of its glory, and the people were having remarkable skills in that working. And it was not only one day, but it was basically a period that led to the growth and development of the people in our country. And this is considered as the golden period. We'll be discussing about it in the second video, part 2 of this. I hope that this video is clear to you. If you have any problems, doubt or queries, you can call me, text me and ask your doubts. Thank you.